Hello everybody and welcome back to Formula Talk. And today in this video we're going to be going over the 2021 driver market. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off with Mercedes, but before we start this video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and comment your suggestions. It really helps out a lot and I can gauge what people are thinking will happen. So we're going to start off with the Mercedes team. So Mercedes, what do we expect there? It's going to be Hamilton at the moment. I'm only going to be going over some of the teams that have rumours, so I'm only going to be going over 3 or 4 teams at the moment. So it's going to be Hamilton and either Vettel or Bottas. Now, what's going to happen if Vettel has 2 options? It's either take a year off, so leave the sport, or join Mercedes. So they're the options on that side. I think Vettel, realistically, it's half a chance. He's either going to join Mercedes or he will leave the sport, because Red Bull have said that they're not going to sign him, so that is out of the window. Obviously, we know Ferrari now. That is Sainz and Leclerc for the 2021 season. Red Bull is likely to be the same, or maybe Gasly or Kvyat moving up to the main team, depending on how the season goes. Then we move on to Renault. This is where it gets interesting. So, Renault. Ocon is contracted for next season. He's one of the few drivers on the grid who are contracted. So it's going to be Ocon. Plus, hear me out here, it's likely it could potentially be Bottas if Vettel moves, or Fernando Alonso. I mean, you can see where we're going with that. If Vettel takes Bottas's seat, then I think Renault would go for Bottas. But equally, if Vettel leaves the sport, then I can see Alonso coming in and taking that empty seat at Renault, which Ricciardo's left behind to join McLaren. So that's an interesting shout. Obviously, we know McLaren now. That is going to be, actually I suppose we could use the same colour. McLaren is going to be Norris and Ricciardo, which will be an interesting dynamic throughout the season. Those two should theoretically get on quite well, but we'll see if that changes throughout the season. It potentially as well, we could be looking at a change at Williams. We could see potentially Latifi go and potentially Russell go, but I'm fairly sure, well, Russell is contracted at the moment. I can see Russell staying, and Latifi, depending on how his season goes, that could change. I can't think of any drivers that would realistically see joining Williams. Potentially Bottas could go back for Latifi if he's dropped. That's another seat that Bottas could go to. And then maybe Renault will choose to bring up either Fernando Alonso or maybe promote one of their junior drivers, Guan Yu Zhou, in Formula 2. He might potentially have enough super points by the end of this season, who knows. Obviously, if we actually do get a season, maybe there'll be reduced super license points as well, so we'll have to see how that turns out. Thinking of other teams at the moment, Haas, they've got a completely new lineup that they could go for theoretically. But again, we're not going to go into that yet because there's been no real rumours about it and we're not too sure. I'm trying to think of if there's any other teams that we could realistically talk about the rumours at this season. Potentially actually at Renault as well. Hulkenberg has half a chance of coming back, but I'd be incredibly surprised if that happened. I think realistically it's going to be Alonso or Bottas. I think those are the two main contenders, depending on whether Guan Yu Zhou can get enough super license points, because they could think of moving him up maybe a year early, who knows. Alfa Romeo as well, we could see Giovinazzi staying, as Carlos Sainz has signed a 2-year contract, and then maybe we could see Mick Schumacher coming into the team as well. So there's 2 options for the Alfa team. Of course, AlphaTauri, they could likely stick with the same lineup, or could add Albon, maybe. I think Kvyat, basically, there's a mess at Red Bull and AlphaTauri now. All of those drivers have had a go in the Red Bull, and if Albon does not do well, they've all failed in the Red Bull. So what do Red Bull do? Do they seek outside the programme, but then that sort of ruins the concept of the driver program. So that's a really interesting dynamic as well. I think that should sum it up those videos. So guys, thanks all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.